this is a really tough fight for Tim Elliott, I think. Tim Elliott against Tagir Ulanbekov. Hang on a minute, let me get the card up. So Tim Elliott, as you can see, 18-12 with 1 no contest and 14-1 for Tagir Ulanbekov. Same height, both 5'7". Ulanbekov with a 4-inch reach advantage. Quite even as far as finishers go. 2 knockouts on Ulanbekov's side, 3 on Tim Elliott's side, both with 6 wins by submission. Tim Elliott with 3 decision wins more. But, I mean, you know, they're both as effective at stopping people as one another. But Tim Elliott's been a bit longer in the tooth. He's been in and around the game for longer. He came through the Ultimate Fighter, didn't he? To get a title shot.
No, didn't he do the tough to fight for the belt automatically?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it. DJ was the champ, and they'd run out of contenders, so they did that.
Flyweight,
like the flyweight tournament, and you know he went the distance with DJ straight away. He's had a bit of an up and down run in the UFC. Like wins over people like Ryan Benoit, sorry, and Mark De La Rosa, Louis Smolka. They're good wins, but then every time he's kind of touched the top of the weight class, he's struggled. You know, Brandon Royval, Askarov, Figueiredo. You know, coming off a decision loss to Mateus Nicolau. I don't know. I feel like Ulanbekov might be a bit too much for him. He's just very, very good everywhere, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Very good everywhere. Nice, tight, disciplined style. Keeps his arms in nice and narrow. I mean, you know, and the thing is, that fight against Alan Nascimento, which was a split decision, was probably one of the best grappling matches in mixed martial arts I've seen. You know, like we talk about Makhachev and Sarukian and their wrestling match within a mixed martial arts fight. But that Nascimento fight was really, really good. And it showed not only how good Nascimento's grappling is, but also how good Tagir is.
I don't think he won that fight.
Did you not?
I did not think he won that fight.
Fucking hell, throw the controversy on the table straight away.
No, because like, if you're on top and you're constantly defending...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're constantly defending. That's it. That should be like criteria. You know, aggressive, trying to win the fight and all that. If you're going defend from one submission to the top, even if you're like, what are you winning? Gravity? like I know there's more to it, but if you're in guard and you're sort of trying to stall the fight and constantly defend fights, even though when he was on the ground, it took him like 3 seconds to get up. Like his sweeps to other positions, to favorable positions are brilliant. They're great. The way he uses his butterfly, he like extends his legs, uses his body very well. And he's a great fighter. Mm-hmm. But in that fight, just because of how much Nascimento was attacking and going for stuff, then I feel like the only especially I think it was like in the 3rd round, what I would give him in that round was more the fact that he was on top guard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I hear what you're saying.
Maybe a draw. Maybe draw. Fine.
Well, it was a split decision. I'm just gonna have a quick look at the stats here,
but one was 30-27. It was like either way, and then 30-27.
It all depends on the perspective of the people judging, because so I'm literally going off UFC stats here. So total 18 strikes by Tagir against 25 for Nascimento. So he outstruck him by significant strikes. He also outstruck him by total strikes by 12, 62-74. But he was 0 of 1 takedowns, so he scored no takedowns, and he's recorded as having 2 sub attempts with only 16 seconds of control. On the flip side, you've got Ulanbekov, who came in with 4 of 5 takedowns, which is 80%. He had a submission and a reversal and 12 minutes of control. That's what UFC stats have got written down.
But what do they count control? Defending an armbar? Is that control? Because that doesn't sound like control to me. Not saying that that's what happened in the fight, but like a lot of these control from the fight that I saw, he was defending a lot of submissions that he was constantly and you see like Khabib kind of like yelling at him like, dude, pass that guard. Mm-hmm. Don't stay there and don't get like he was kind of getting worried about the fact that he might be able to catch him in a submission. And yeah, maybe I would score it a draw. Maybe I just I kind of like grappling a little bit too much, and it's making me kind of biased. But
I thought Ulanbekov won, but I understand what you're saying. I understand why you think it was a close one. Interestingly, our friend Ben Cartledge was judging it, so I'll have to have a chat with him about it.
He's gonna send me an email.
Oh no!
You think you know, but you know shit.
You know what's funny? I actually think he was the one that scored it in favor of Nascimento. If I'm looking here,
there we go. That's why I like you.
So we've got a guy called an individual called Vito and an individual called Daryl Ransom. What a name! And they both scored it 28-29, which would suggest that they scored it for Ulanbekov, and Cartledge was the one that went the opposite way. So. You have an agreeing judge there with you who has my respect. So I'll have to watch it again. I mean, as far as the UFC stats go, it looks like the judges who scored it towards Ulanbekov heavily favored wrestling.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like to me.
And that's fair, but
you
disagree.
you like grappling, so you're going to disagree.
It's not that I like grappling. I just feel like if you're saying "oh shit" at some point in the fight, you're not controlling the fight. You know. You're like, oh shit, I'm gonna get caught.
And he had a few oh shit moments, did he?
Yeah. Well, to speak about Tim Elliott, although he's very like chaotic, I think he has like set patterns that he just throws in. Right? It's like the swinging with the punches, clinch, like tie clinch knee, and he does it very well. That judo like hip toss with the leg, and he kind of like cycles that in. So. Even though it looks very crazy, I think there's a lot of plan in it. There's a lot of movements that are calculated, that are drilled, and that are very hard to stop because it kind of like battles your ego a little bit. Like, oh, you miss. So then you escape your game plan to kind of get at him, which. I think might work well against Tagir. And he also has a very good calf kick. And since Tagir has his lead leg, just so much weight on it, it might do him good. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still going with Tagir though.
Yeah. I think Tim Elliott's he's 18 wins. He knows how to win, but he also knows how to lose. 12 losses on his record. And the look of Ulanbekov is that he's going to be a real problem at the top of this weight division when he starts to get up there. I mean, he's at number 15 at the moment, and Tim Elliott's number 13. But I could quite easily see Ulanbekov up there with the likes of Kai Kara France and Alex Perez, and I think he's going to be very competitive with them. Whereas Tim Elliott, I always feel like, yeah, he might do something cool, but most of the time these guys are going to be able to shut him down.
Yeah.
I think Tagir's got good enough basics to just really, really shut him down. Yeah. You know.